Hello everyone. Today I am going to take topic on SAP Workprocess overview. Topic that we are going to cover today is overview and all about different types of work processes like dialog work process, in-queue work process, update work process, spool and background work process. This is types of work process. Generally, what we say work processes execute the individual dialog steps in R/3 applications. Task of dispatcher here in the figure is to distribute transaction load to the work process, connecting to the presentation layer, organizing communication. The process requests are then saved by the dispatcher in request queues and processed according to the first in first out. There are 5 types of work processes in SAP, and they are dialog processing denoted by D, update denoted by B, in-queue denoted by E, background processing denoted by V, spool denoted by S. If we talk about dialog work processes deal with requests from an active user to execute dialog steps. Each dispatcher requires at least 2 dialog work process. Update work process executes the database update requests, at least 1 for each R/3 system, more than 1 allowed for each dispatcher. Background work process program that can be executed without user interaction. Background jobs, at least 2 for each R/3 system, more than 1 allowed for each dispatcher. And in case of in-queue work process, the in-queue work process administers a log table in the shared memory area. The log table contains the logical database log for the R/3 system. Only one in-queue work process is needed for each system. The spool work process passes sequential dataset to a printer or to optical archiving. Each application server may contain only one spool work process. The services offered by an application server are determined by the types of its work processes. One application server may of course have more than one function. For example, it may be both a dialog server and the in-queue server. If it has several dialog work processes and an in-queue work processes, you can use the system administration functions to switch a work process between dialog and background modes while the system is still running. This allows you, for example, to switch an R/3 system between day and night operation, where you have more dialog than background work process during the day and the other way around during the night. Work process execute the dialog steps of an application program. They are components of an application server. The following diagram shows the components of a work process. Each work process contains 2 software processors, that is a screen processor and a web processor, and a database interface. If we talk about a screen processor, in R/3 application programming, there is a difference between user interaction and processing logic. From a programming point of view, user interaction is controlled by screens as well as the actual input mask. A screen also consists of flow logic. The flow logic controls a large part of the user interaction. The R/3 basis system contains a special language for programming screen flow logic. The screen processor executes the screen flow logic via the dispatcher. It takes over the responsibility for communication between the work process and the SAP GUI. Calls module in the flow logic and ensures that the field contents are transferred from the screen to the flow logic. And in case of a web processor, the actual processing logic of an application program is written in advanced business application programming, SAP's own programming language. The web processor executes the programming logic of the application program and communicates with the database interface. The screen processor tells the web processor Which module of the screen flow logic should be processed next? And in case of database interface, it provides the following services like establishing and terminating connections between the work process and the database, access to database tables, access to R/3 repository objects. It could be ABAP program, screens and so on. Access to catalog information, that is ABAP dictionary. Controlling transactions like commit and rollback handling. Table buffer administrations on the application server. So this was all about the overview of SAP Workprocess. Thank you so much for watching this video lecture.